It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. In a few moments, we'll be sending you out to Indianapolis as the Pacers go up against the Chicago Bulls. And guys, for the Bulls, they've yet to win against this squad this season. 2 games, 2 losses. We'll see if their luck changes tonight. And the Indiana Pacers, a team that a few years back played in 2 straight conference finals, had the best record in the East in 2014, but a lot of changes have been made since then. Guys, were you surprised by that?
Yeah, I was surprised. They're very proactive in moving around guys, but I was surprised. They have a smaller team. They're trying to play the small ball of the East, but it hasn't been measured into wins yet. However, it's still coming, Shaq. It's still coming.
It might have been time for a change. Some players are falling off a little bit. They've been unable to capture the same success, though. But we'll see.
Kevin Harlan, please take it away.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The Bulls are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this one. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. You look at the Pacers. They return victorious from an undefeated road trip back to the loving embrace of their hometown faithful.
Yeah, 4th and final matchup on the season, guys, and coming into this one, having won 2 of the first 3, there's the confidence there. The question is whether or not they can pull off the win tonight.
Well, there's no question about the confidence. They're looking to finish strong and close it out with the win. These 2 teams very familiar with one another at this point. Should make for a very combative matchup.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Nate McMillan took over as coach of the Pacers last season. Now, his previous head coaching job had been 5 seasons prior. He said, now, there's a lot of old school in me, but I do understand you have to adapt with this generation of players, the millennials, and how you communicate. And they want to bring that old school discipline to this team. Kevin?
Thanks, David. It's great to have a mix of those things. Adapt or die, as they say. Clark, we know both these teams coming and looking to get a desperately needed win. Just how much do recent struggles on both sides weigh on them right now?
Well, you know what, Kevin? I think they do weigh on them, but if you're going to break out of your struggles, then you've got to be in the moment. And you've got to lock into the present and not worry about what's happened in the past. Embrace the moment and the opportunity to change the tide. And you've got to stay consistent and not let a few bad breaks in the game or bad bounces distract you from your mission.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich.
Get there, get there.
Young sets a screen for Bogdanovich. Oladipo outside. Rebound by the Bulls. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And how about the defensive adjustments in that one? Their communication was brilliant all night.
Yeah, I agree. And communication is effort, and effort is communication. Very talkative out there, yelling out screens, giving each other help. Boy, that was a terrific all-around effort.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So the Bulls 5 right now. Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. Grant is out there with Levine, and it's Holiday in at the 3 spot. Now here's Turner. Bucket is good.
Exceptional skills for Turner down in the paint. This guy, I think, has the potential to be a dominant player inside for a lot of years.
Grant against Collison, and there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That's his first foul. Turner with the steal.
Yeah, even I saw that one being telegraphed. The defense all over.
To the paint. It's deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against Milwaukee.
And typically on the road, it's harder to get into a great rhythm offensively, but they did just that.
Yeah, and from the start, Greg, you could tell they were ready to go. Loved how fearless they were, confident, aggressive, attack mode. They don't care where the games are played. They're ready to get it done. Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Collison against Grant. Turner with the screen. Collison dishes to Turner. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Lopez. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Grant with the ball. Picked up by Collison. Levine can't hit. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Oladipo, the pass to Young. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Young is often overmatched because he's not as big as other power forwards, but he still finishes inside at a high rate.
Back to Grant. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Grant against Collison. The pass to Oladipo. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The shot by Holiday, no good. Indiana trailing here. To the paint. Here's Bogdanovich. The rebound by Grant. Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lopez outside. Markkanen sets the pick for Lopez. And Holiday kicks to Markkanen. And it's off from three-point range. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Oladipo for 3. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
He sees he has the room he needs and doesn't hesitate on the catch-and-shoot jumper, which he shouldn't. I mean, I like when Oladipo is quick with the shot.
Now here's Levine. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Here's the screen. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Levine's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Oh, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Here's Bogdanovich. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. Shot clock at 6. Oladipo. Some solid defense from Grant.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Lopez, a screen on Oladipo. Holiday inside the line, and the shot no good, a bit short.
And the defense that time was late, and you got to feel fortunate he didn't put that one away.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And the Pacers really have been one of the more consistent franchises in the NBA over the last 15 years or so. They've not won fewer than 32 games or drafted higher than 10th since 1989. That's a pretty impressive run of consistency.
And the Pacers always find a way to hold their own, but still searching for that first NBA championship.
Yeah, you know, it's tough for every team, but in a smaller market, they don't feel they can afford to totally tear down the roster with a full rebuild. Indianapolis, as great a city as it is, not a free agent destination, so that makes it tough to build a title contender. You have to do it primarily through the draft and smart acquisitions.
And the first one at the line is good. And Grant drops them both.
You know, he's a steady hand at the free throw line, showing tremendous confidence in this one.
Collison with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Lopez with the steal. Grant against Collison. Grant kicks to Lopez. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lopez has got his first bucket in this one.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Yeah, it's been a seesaw battle. Right now, I mean, as soon as one team grabs the lead, the other grabs it right back.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Here's Markkanen. Second chance shot, and it's Lopez laying it in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pacers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. It's Oladipo on the wing. The three. Second chance shot, and that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Pacers.
And I think they had the right idea. They didn't rely too much on the three-point shot or, for that matter, the inside game. They kind of altered their game plan depending on the opponent and really avoided being one-dimensional.
Poked away, stolen by Levine. In transition, here come the Bulls. Goes up.
And you see why Levine's been a hard, tough out in the slam dunk contest. Has a natural ability to entertain the audience, and that bounce and athleticism certainly doesn't hurt either.
And so here is Indiana. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. He used that pick to get in close.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Now here's Levine. He's got 6. Grant outside. Here's Valentine. And the 3 off target. Indiana's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Turner with a screen on Grant. And Joseph kicks to Stevenson. And he converts the layup. Stevenson's got it all tied up now for Indiana.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The Bulls have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Pass to Markkanen. Passes it to Valentine. Lets it go with the 3. The shot, no good. So the Pacers will take it the other way. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
A really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, Greg, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
It was very close, and I wouldn't mind letting them play on that one. It wasn't blatant by any means.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Miles Turner, and it's Booker in for Young. And Nate McMillan, formerly an assistant in Indiana, now the head coach. Do you think it's tough to succeed another head coach that, Clark, you worked under?
Yeah, I imagine there would be some awkwardness there, but in his case, it wasn't a mid-season transition. It was at the end of a season, so that certainly helps. Frank Vogel simply wasn't re-signed, was not fired, was not replaced, just wasn't re-signed, and I think all of that made it a little easier for Nate.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Clark, when you watch a team that's clicking on offense, what are some of the smaller things, the small details that are setting them apart?
Well, a couple of things. One is solid screen setting. That's huge because that's an unselfish act when you set a screen to get somebody else open. Then ball movement, being willing to go past a good opportunity for a next pass best opportunity. I think the Golden State Warriors do that as well as any team in basketball. The extra pass, sharing the ball, and giving themselves up for each other.
Here's Kilpatrick. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the stripe a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Now here is Robinson. Pass to Stevenson. Back to Robinson. Drills it from outside. Robinson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Pacers leading by 7. Stevenson outside. The pass to Sabonis. It's tipped. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And Dunn is fantastic at moving the ball around, finding teammates with ease.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball. And for many years, the Chicago Bulls were viewed as a model franchise. Always were competitive and in the hunt for a title. But this current version just can't escape turmoil from within.
Now here's Joseph. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Here's Felicio following the score by Indiana. There's a good screen. Here's Kilpatrick. The Pacers pull it in. And the Bulls finally committing, Greg, to a full rebuild this last offseason.
Yeah, and trading Butler was the start of it. I mean, they got some young players to build around and a pick, and it won't be an easy road ahead, but one they felt they needed to make.
Dunn kicks to Felicio. There's the feed to Valentine. Here's Kilpatrick, guarded by Robinson. 14 feet away. Misses off the right iron.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
1:32 left in the first. And the basket by Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick's got 5 now.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Joseph dishes to Robinson. To the inside, Sabonis. It's rebounded by Portis.
Kevin, I like the defense there. I mean, they didn't make that easy, and he definitely seemed intimidated by the defenders.
Here's Kilpatrick. Chicago working now with a new shot clock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Bulls have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. First free throw is good. And Paul George traded away by the Pacers over the summer. A move they didn't want to make, but the writing was on the wall.
You know what? It's always hard, Kevin, to lose a superstar player, but the Pacers had really been unable to create a contender around Paul George, and therefore they had to trade him because they didn't think he was going to sign. As a matter of fact, he clearly stated he would not re-sign at the end of his contract with the Pacers. So traded to OKC, and Paul George still intrigued by the possibility of maybe playing for his hometown Lakers at the end of his contract.
It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. He has 7.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
There's the pick. 29 seconds left here in the first quarter. Booker the pass to Sabonis. He gets that one. Sabonis has got his first 2 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Dunn. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Kilpatrick. Off target from 3-point range. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Pacers lead by 7. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Yeah, nice beginning so far. This is how you play out of the gate.
Bulls trail by 7. Booker out there with Sabonis. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Stevenson in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And Joseph kicks to Robinson. Valentine grabs the board.
Great look, but he couldn't finish. Everything but is how we say that. Surprising since the defense was very pedestrian.
No good from outside. Pacers leading by 5. On the wing, Stevenson. He had 10 points in the win against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Robinson dishes to Joseph. Back to Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stevenson drives in. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. 6 points for Lance Stevenson.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive attitude Stevenson brings to the table. He's not going to sit back and settle for jump shots. If he can attack the basket, he will.
Here's Kilpatrick. He's got 9. Can't hit from the low block.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now here's Joseph. They lead by 7. He feeds it to Robinson. Lays it up off the glass. Robinson's got 5.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Valentine with it. He's guarded by Stevenson. Floats one. Sabonis grabs the board.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Booker the pass to Joseph. There's a screen. Stevenson outside.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Some changes for Indiana. Bogdanovich is checked in for Lance Stevenson. Victor Oladipo comes in for Glenn Robinson III. And it's Collison in for Corey Joseph. And a change for the Bulls. Holiday's checked in. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. And you see Bogdanovich, 6'8" at times, listed at shooting guard. GA, is he a 2?
No. If anything, I think he's often better defending power forwards than he is against the wings, in part because you're not going to look to post that position in the way the game is played today. This guy is skilled and tough, but doesn't have the great foot speed defensively, so I think that's to his advantage to guard those guys.
Bulls trail by 12. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Dunn passes to Kilpatrick. There's a screen. Can they get it? So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. When these players get to the free throw line, it's nearly automatic. The 2K leaderboards show us this month's free throw shooting percentage leaders. For Chicago, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad.
The first one falls. In the post, Clark, you were as polished as they come. I watched it with my own eyes and loved the way you play. Just how important, when you go back to that time, is footwork for a big man in the NBA?
Well, I think it's everything, regardless of what size you are, big or small. Fundamentally sound footwork is essential to being a solid offensive basketball player. And as a guy who played inside and out, it was something I took pride in. And I wasn't the greatest athlete, a decent athlete, so my footwork allowed me to gain an advantage against bigger guys.
Bulls trail by 10. Levine with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Passes to Felicio. He kicks to Grant. For 3, Levine got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
All right, well, we talk about floor spacing, Kevin. You hear it all the time. This is what Levine gives you. Because of his range on the jump shot, you've got to honor him when he's on the floor.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's coming off a 28-point game against Milwaukee. To the right side. And for 3, Collison. He can't hit that time. So the Bulls will take it the other way. In the corner, it's Levine. No good with the triple. Pacers leading by 7. And Oladipo kicks to Young. Bogdanovich dishes to Turner. It's all in by the Bulls. Markkanen's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Holiday attacking. Here's Grant. And the 3 off target. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Oladipo left side. Collison against Holiday. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Tries it from 19. And he overshot that one, missing.
Boy, they ran the offense well to get this look. Even though he missed it, I think they liked the shot.
And Thaddeus Young with the slam.
Tell you what, a little flash that time from Young as he finishes the play with a little extra flavor.
Bulls trail by 9. Holiday, a screen on Bogdanovich. Feeds it to Markkanen. Grant kicks to Levine. The 3-pointer, no good. Indiana's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from 3-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Turner with a screen for Collison. Stolen away. Grant against Collison. Grant kicks to Levine. Here's Felicio. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Bogdanovich against Holiday. The shot's good. Bogdanovich has got 5 points so far.
On the attack, Bogdanovich showing his ability to put it on the floor.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And Oladipo has some parts of his game that needs work, but he is certainly terrific on the big finish.
Yeah, I mean, he's got longer arms than you would think for a player of his size, and the overall physical skill set, there's no doubt about it. You know, you look at his ability to just stay floating in the air for that extra moment when he's in attack mode, and this is a young man that still has his best basketball ahead of him.
Robin Lopez is checked in for the Bulls. Grant against Collison. There's a good screen. Levine for three. It doesn't go for him. So the Pacers will take it the other way.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
No one near Turner as he lets it go. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Down low. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Levine.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, big guards with exceptional athleticism, you see why it's so in vogue, so much the end thing now. Levine thrives in the painted area.
Collison with a screen on Grant. Oladipo. Lopez with the block. Grant outside. The wide open look here for Holiday. The Bulls keep it alive. And Lopez gets it to go. 6 points for him.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
Now here's Collison. He has 5. Here's the dish to Bogdanovich. The tray nailed from three-point land. Bogdanovich has got 5 points in the quarter.
And the quick release of Bogdanovich, he gets rid of that ball in a hurry.
Grant against Collison. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Grant. Indiana's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Collison kicks to Oladipo. Unloads off the left rim and out.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Here's Levine. He's got 11. And the jam by Levine.
Just think what's happening here, Kevin. I mean, Levine showing his maturity on offense, now able to score at will over longer stretches of time. That's a credit to his work.
Now, here's Oladipo. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. Young's got 9.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Now, here's Grant. He's got 6. Kicks it to Lopez. Just 5 to shoot. Levine for 3. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
Collison against Grant. Collison kicks to Young. Puts up a 3. Again, Young missing. Bulls trail by 6. And here is Grant. Outside Levine. Markkanen sets the pick for Levine. Lopez a screen on Collison. Grant outside. Over Collison. Here's Lopez, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. And now it's just a 4-point Indiana lead. So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. Robin Lopez, a solid big man who can clean up the glass and, Greg, get you some points on the other end.
And Robin Lopez might not have great range now, but, you know, that could change. He says he's working on a three-point shot, and his logic is that since his twin brother Brook can make threes, it can't be that hard.
Maybe. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Pacers leading by 4. Now Joseph, he has 6. In the corner, it's Stevenson. Robinson for 3. Good on the triple. Robinson's got 8 points.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Now, here's Dunn. Valentine with it. Kilpatrick passes to Lopez. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now, here's Joseph. Booker dishes to Joseph. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Exploiting the opposing defense in the paint here. That they've set up shop down in there this second quarter, and boy, are they cashing in.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
Well, Clark, you've been in the booth for so long, but I have to ask, have you ever toyed with the idea of coaching or working in some team's front office? I know you did briefly for the Pacers.
Yeah, I did, and I enjoyed it. I was working in player relations, player development with our guys off the court, and loved it. But it just wasn't something I could sustain at this season in my life. Not interested in coaching. I've never really been, because my career path went towards broadcasting right after I got done playing, and I've paid my dues and have grown in this profession, and I would want to do the same thing in coaching, and I just don't have enough time in front of me to do that. So I'm happy to be around the game in this capacity. Coaching never lets up. I get an off season as a broadcaster.
Yes. Robinson, that's good.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Bulls trail by 7. Here's Lopez, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Yeah, he's building off that strong first quarter, Kevin. Rising up and hitting shots with confidence.
And Joseph kicks to Robinson. Stevenson outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now here's Valentine. He's tightly guarded, tries to keep it alive. Here is Robinson. 10 points for him. And the Pacers another 3.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Lopez, a screen on Joseph. Done. And so it's Indiana in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. This big mountain of a man is Shaquille O'Neal, and this hill of a man is Kenny the Jet Smith. So it's Indiana who's out on top at the half. They have an 8-point lead. How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
Some great work from them with the 3-ball. They came in with the idea that they can attack this D from long range. They were rotating the ball on the perimeter and letting it fly. And they got a good look. It's a strategy that paid off with a barrage of threes. That's my barrage sound, Ernie.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
Well, I think they could be way more physical than they have been in the first half. Their defense gave up way too many easy looks, and that kind of defense will turn to a loss any night.
That'll do it for now. The second half of action coming right up.
And now the third quarter about to get going. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
And through the first two periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, you know, good things happen when he cuts to the rim, Greg, and you cut into the heart of the defense like that, makes things easy.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. And it's the Bulls with the ball. 8-point game. So for Chicago right now, Markkanen and Lopez are together down low. LaVine is out there with Grant, and it's Holiday in at the small forward position. LaVine can't hit.
The defense was less than impressive there, but despite them not really contesting that shot, he still bricked it.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Drops it in from 11 feet. LaVine's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Bulls. Grant against Collison. Dishes it to Young. Wants to get it to Turner and does. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Here's Collison. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Collison's got 7 points in the game. Bulls trail by 8. Grant outside. Right side Holiday. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
And a moment to see numbers for Oladipo. He's putting up about 17 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you know, pretty terrific numbers across the board.
Yeah, so many books in his library. He lights up the scoreboard on a nightly basis.
Now here's LaVine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. But he's going to keep chipping away at it, and that's the attitude. Stay with it. They're in a hurry. I think, Kevin, they're rushing things a little bit to begin the half. Nothing pretty about this 1-for-4 start. And, you know, Kevin, his team is struggling a bit right now. I mean, I hope he can find his rhythm and start making his shots out there soon. Otherwise, ...
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Took him no time at all on that one. Oladipo's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pacers. For Chicago, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. Holiday against Bogdanovich. Second shot opportunity, and it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Bulls trail by 12. Now, here's Grant. He has 6. They set the pick. Lopez a screen. Grant the pass to Markkanen. Shot to stop the drought. Goes up again. Grant with the bucket, getting it done inside. Grant's got 8.
Great effort, terrific instincts. That's just solid all-around play, Kevin.
Collison against Grant. Here's Turner. Not going to go that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. Turner with the steal. Oladipo dishes to Turner. Back to Oladipo in the corner. Collison with it. Lets the 3 fly. Indiana again missing.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Chicago making a switch here. Felicio's checked in. And Fred Hoiberg wants a timeout. And a chance now to review the shot chart for the Bulls.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team.
Markkanen sets the pick for Levine. Off the screen, and Markkanen throws it down.
Markkanen doing a nice job cutting with purpose after the screen, folks. I mean, he's extremely hard to guard in these sets because he's intentional about his cuts.
Now here's Collison. 7 points in the game. To the paint. Snatched away. Grant with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. And Holiday has it in the corner. Outside Levine. Felicio kicks to Markkanen. Buries the long-range jumper. Now just a 5-point Pacer lead.
And the quick trigger of Markkanen is impressive. He's got such a fluid release, too, especially on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Turner with the screen. Collison the pass to Young. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. 11 points for Thaddeus Young. Bulls trail by 7. Well, Darren Collison going through the free agency process this last summer. Greg, Indiana jumped at the chance to add him to the roster.
Yeah, and with Collison and his ability to play in so many ways, that is what made teams go after him. He doesn't always take a big signing to change the complexity of a team. Getting solid contributors like Collison go a long way in building the foundation of a team.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And here is Grant. He's got 8. Outside Levine. Clock at 6. Here's the screen. Felicio kicks to Levine. Here's Felicio. Turner covering. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And with this break, let's bring up the list of the dominant rookie rebounders in the NBA this season. Lauri Markkanen, number 1.
Already in his first season, he's really a man in the paint. Ready-made with the strength and determination to make his presence felt.
Well, what he lacks in experience, he makes up for with toughness and hustle. Rebounding is one of those skills you can develop early, and he's been the best at it so far.
The first free throw is good. Some changes for Indiana. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Young. Lance Stevenson comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Darren Collison. He's perfect from the line this time. Pacers leading by 7. Now Joseph, 9 points in the game so far. Kicks it out to Booker. The shot, no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Now here's Valentine. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Done with it. Shot off the pick. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. 2 points. That one goes.
Tough finish from Bogdanovich. He's got a nice big frame for a wingman.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Sabonis, he's checked in for the Pacers.
You know, Bogdanovich played for 10 years in Europe before coming to the NBA. Just now coming into his prime, but he's got a lot of pro experience.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Robinson's checked in for Bogdanovich.
Now we've got a moment to see how the Bulls are doing rank-wise in the NBA.
And call me crazy, but I really believe turnovers are one of those game-changing stats. Their ability to avoid those miscues and make the right play consistently has been tremendously important.
Here's Kilpatrick. 9 points in the game so far. Shot off the screen, and he hits the jumper for 2. Kilpatrick's got 11 points.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Joseph up top. 9 points in the game so far. Sabonis, no good.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Valentine passes to Kilpatrick. Connects from three-point range. Now just a 5-point Pacer lead.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Stevenson outside. He dishes it to Joseph. Sabonis kicks to Stevenson. Cans the shot from the wing. 8 points for him.
Boy, that's impressive. I mean, not often do you see shots like this find the net. Fortunately, the basket got in the way.
There's the pick. Here's Kilpatrick, guarded by Robinson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pacers.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
The layup missed. Bulls trail by 5. Stolen by Joseph. Robinson drives in. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at the Pacers. They're way down there in the conference standings, looking for a lot of improvement during the second half of the season. And, of course, the Bulls. They're just sitting one spot down right on their heels.
And seeing where Indiana is, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
Yeah, it's full makeover time now, guys. I'm sure they've learned their lesson that this roster is not one that can sustain any kind of success in today's NBA.
Bulls have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Two shots.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. Pacers leading by 4. Joseph dishes to Robinson. High, arcing shot, and the layup is up and in. Robinson's got 15.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Felicio, the pass to Dunn. Here's Portis. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Keeps it alive. And another shot. Felicio, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Now, here's Joseph. 9 points in the game so far. Robinson kicks to Stevenson. It's deflected. They retain possession. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Booker. It's rebounded by Portis.
Loved how they guarded that layup. Didn't make it easy, which I think is why he missed it.
Offensive rebound. Here's Kilpatrick. The layup missed.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Now, here's Stevenson. He's got 8. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Booker's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, Booker's starting to round out his offensive game. You've got to get up into him before he catches the ball.
Felicio, the pass to Valentine. They set the pick. Takes a 3. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to 6 points. That one good from Kilpatrick.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first.
Joseph dishes to Stevenson. Robinson for 3. They get the rebound. Sabonis with the bucket.
Really active down there, imposing his will and force and seeing his efforts pay off.
Dunn kicks to Felicio. 1:05 left to play in the third. Good D by Booker. Stevenson outside and stolen by Valentine. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Felicio, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
There's 42 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Joseph. Pass to Sabonis. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, you really can't get too upset at the defense there. I mean, they were there, but just not good enough to prevent the mid-range jumper from falling.
Here's Portis, and it's blocked by Stevenson. Dunn kicks to Valentine. 4 on the clock. From deep. The Bulls keep it alive.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession, just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
The 3 from Joseph, and that's not going to go. And so it's the Indiana Pacers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Right back after this break. Just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Indiana leading by 8. Collison and Oladipo pair at the 1 and the 2. Trevor Booker is out there with Young, and it's Sabonis in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Here's Dunn. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got his 5th rebound in this one. And Booker kicks to Collison. Young sets a screen for Collison. Lopez with the block. Here's Kilpatrick, defended by Young. Left block shot on the way, and it's Kilpatrick missing. The Pacers shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Oladipo, the pass to Sabonis, and that one is stuffed right through.
Outstanding anticipation that time from Oladipo, seeing the floor extremely well and then zipping the pass over to the open man.
Lopez left side. Steps back and fires. Doesn't go that time. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Dunn misses.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Valentine wide open. He fires. Hits it from 3-point range.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Indiana leading by 7. Collison up top. There's the pick. Young in the corner. Knocked away. Over Valentine. Young's shot is off.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Kilpatrick, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
Some changes for Indiana. Miles Turner comes in for Sabonis, and Bogdanovich is subbed in for Trevor Booker. The Bulls also changing it up. Markkanen, he's checked in for Portis. Justin Holiday comes in for Valentine, and Zach LaVine subbed in for Chris Dunn. Both shots good from the stripe. And here's Collison. Turner with the screen. A drive by Collison, and it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Kilpatrick. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Kilpatrick's got 15 points in just the second half. Holiday against Collison. The kick out to Oladipo. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Grant, he's checked in for the Bulls. That's good from Oladipo.
And, you know, Oladipo is one of those multifaceted players. I mean, he can do just about anything you ask of him when he's on the court.
On the wing, LaVine. Lopez outside. Outside, LaVine. 5 on the clock. No good on that one. Nice D from Oladipo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Zach LaVine.
Boy, that's some hard work being done inside by Oladipo, earning a trip to the line with his physicality in the paint.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
You know, that's not how you distribute the ball. Needs to be more focused when making passes like that.
Pacers leading by 8. Outside Collison. Screen by Young. Collison kicks to Oladipo. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Collison's got 4 assists in the game.
You know, what I like about what I've seen in Oladipo is that it's obvious he's put a lot of work in to becoming a better offensive player. And he can really get it going in a hurry now.
Now, here's Grant. Now the pass to Lopez. To stop the run. Good defensive work there by Young.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Well, a lot of optimism around young big man Miles Turner. Nate McMillan compared him to LaMarcus Aldridge, who, of course, McMillan coached in Portland. Clark, can you see that?
Oh, no doubt. Both are 6'11"-ish, and both can really shoot the ball. Turner may be a better three-point shooter right now than Aldridge, but I think he's got to grow into being more effective in the post. He's more of a rim protector right now than Aldridge, but like L.A., I think he has a chance to be an all-star.
That free throw good from Turner.
Boy, I tell you, Turner is a dominant force who imposes his will on whoever is on him, but what you have to like and respect is his work ethic.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
And, you know, Miles Turner, a 5-star recruit coming out of Trinity High School near Dallas, was Big 12 Freshman of the Year at the University of Texas. And he keeps working, and he's getting better and better and has all-star potential.
Bogdanovich dishes to Oladipo. The shot comes out. Nice D from Levine. On the wing, Levine. And it's Grant in the corner. Back to Levine. 6 on the shot clock. They need this one, and it's sent back by Turner. And the shot goes down. Indiana leading by 10. Outside Collison. Now the feed to Oladipo. To the inside. Stolen by Markkanen. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. Outside Holiday. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And Clark, you've been around the Pacers. What are your impressions of Miles Turner?
Great maturity for his age. Humble, hard-working, hungry, smart. And I think he wants to be great. That's all good stuff.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Now Oladipo and Jaren Grant missing on that last three-pointer. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And that one misses.
And, you know, the Pacers looking to go more up-tempo. Higher scoring is kind of how they wanted to play. They went out and traded for Thaddeus Young, and he's been a great fit at the power forward spot.
Bulls trail by 12. Screen by Grant. Levine passes to Grant. Lobs it up for Levine. The dive for the ball. Outside Turner. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And Thaddeus Young with a player option on his contract after this season. He seems likely to opt out.
Well, I think he's a bargain right now at under $13 million per year. And as crazy as that sounds, that's the reality of the salary landscape we're in. And I would expect him to expect a raise next season.
That free throw good from Turner. Both free throws good from Turner. And Chicago has possession. They trail by 14. Grant kicks to Holiday. They set the pick. Pass to Markkanen. He feeds it to Lopez. And it's sent back by Turner. Collison kicks to Oladipo. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Sometimes it's about presence, and Oladipo has it. Really willing himself to the line and going right into the defense that time. He forced the foul.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
That free throw, no good.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
So he comes up empty at the line. And Clark, we've heard the term empty stats for players that put up big numbers but didn't impact the game to the same level of those numbers. What do you think about empty stats?
I'm mixed on empty stats. Clearly some stats impact winning more than others, but in this day of analytics, some of the stats that apparently document impact in winning may be overdone as well. Statistics are statistics. They're part of the game, and you evaluate them in the context of a number of variables. So they're here to stay. Empty is probably too strong because they're part of the game.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both. Bulls trail by 14. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's the screen. Lopez, a screen on Collison. Here's Grant. That shot off. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Inside, Young. And Young slams it home.
Tell you, Thaddeus Young flowing and glowing, making it happen. Do it, young fella. Get busy.
Well, Chicago has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now, here's Grant. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And a fast break now for the Pacers. 11 feet away. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 8th rebound here tonight. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 15 rebounds here tonight. And Oladipo kicks to Young. Here's Levine. And Lopez throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Now Grant to the left wing. Holiday with the 3. Connects from 3-point range.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single 3-pointer in that first half.
Turner with a screen for Collison. Shoots off the screen. Misses off the right iron. Bulls trail by 11. Holiday dishes to Grant. Here's Levine. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Young outside. Oladipo against Levine. Fades away. It's all in by the Bulls.
He must hit that shot. I mean, the defense, non-factor. Very surprising he missed it. Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Kept alive, Turner. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
There's the pick. Grant kicks to Levine. And the lead is down inside single digits. Levine's got 21.
You know, if you're guarding Levine, Kevin, you have to respect how quickly he can catch and elevate. I mean, this guy can bounce like he's on a trampoline.
Now here's Collison. A wide open look here for Oladipo. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got 5 assists tonight. Right at the free throw line. Not enough on that one as it misses.
The defense was less than impressive there, but despite them not really contesting that shot, he still bricked it.
Here's Turner. Plays it up and banks it in. Turner's got 5 points in the quarter. Bulls trail by 13. Grant with the ball. Lopez a screen. Lopez a screen on Oladipo. Levine kicks to Lopez. And it's sent back by Turner. And he recovers it.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Pacers.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
And Greg, I don't think we can overstate how significant that was for them today. I mean, beating a conference opponent 3 out of 4 times, that's no easy feat.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Miles Turner.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Booker, he's checked in for Young. And Stevenson comes in for Bogdanovich. Robinson's checked in for Oladipo. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. Cuts off the pass. Here's Kilpatrick, guarded by Robinson. To the middle, Portis, the pass to Kilpatrick. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Dunn dishes to Vonleh. Down low. They need this. That's good from Dunn on the assist by Vonleh.
Tell you what, Guys, there's no way you're stopping Dunn when he's that close to the hoop.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Turner with the screen. Booker with the screen for Joseph. Inside. And the dunk by Booker.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
You know, this is what's needed at this point in the game, Greg. The great teams know how to close it out.
Here's Dunn, so no problem for Indiana as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Victor. You've been really playing well on offense of late. What's going right for you at that end of the floor?
Patience, man, experience, belief, faith, all the above, man. Just coming out here working on my game. I'm just going to continue to keep growing, continue to keep staying close to my teammates, continue to keep working hard, and continue to keep getting better.
That is a crowded locker room with all those things in there. Thanks, Victor. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.